All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day, baby. It is a Friday, and we just got done with the first part, and now we are about to get into Philo. It actually kind of played out a little crazy because we started off one way, felt like we were kind of fading all the Israel stuff, and then out of nowhere, pretty much traded how it did every single day since last week with all of the war tensions, if you guys recall. You know, you kind of had these pops and sells. You did it just a lot quicker, and then there was actually something new. So if you want to walk away with anything for today, it'll probably be a headline coming into tomorrow or on Monday. Export controls on China. They said that they wanted to revoke licenses from SK Hynix, Samsung, and TSMC. And then there was also Vladimir Putin pretty much saying Israel needs to stop attacking Iran. So other than that, it's still the holiday like we talked about, or the day after. So it's going to be a little slow. But now, time for Philo. So let me get ready. Let's set this all up, and then let's see what the market ends up doing. Let's give it a opportunity. Yeah, no member wall. Like I'm saying, bro, there was things in I meant everything I said when I told you guys all of the reasons why we made changes. I do think you guys needed to lock in, and I think there was a lot of opportunity, and I think we should honor our veterans. You know, that there's so many things that we went over in the last couple months, and then just again, one of the big factors, bro, we were getting punished for it. I don't think you guys I don't think people really realize the extent, because I could take a lot, bro, without being an annoying little bitch about it. You guys watched me complain. You watched me make noise. That's finally. But yeah, so it was very unfortunate. That's why I was like, I knew you guys are willing to, you guys got love for me just how I love you. I knew you guys wanted to hear the Philo. I knew you guys like you guys aren't the problem in doing that. But it just sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that, because that was the theme, bro. That was the message that was sent to me, that even if I did the right thing, I was still going to get punished. You know what I'm saying? So, even if I talked about, if I talk about God, my record won't get played, huh? But it was for real, though. Dude, I would bring up stuff. And, you know, if you're a real well-mannered person, they're you're just not a weird bot. You know damn well, dude, Christian people don't even like me, bro. I'm not trying to push anything on anybody. I genuinely got a lot of love, but people would not, they wouldn't like it, man. And again, my channel just had so many things on the back end. So yeah, bro, we were very close to just getting wiped, just because of bullshit though. It wasn't that we broke the rules, but, and again, the admiration every morning for the veterans and Philo, that was a big thing that bothered people a lot, and that caused, you know, a lot of doors were open for problems just through that, you know. And those were the topics, you know. Think about it: politics and religion, right? You guys are who does all this? Who would go to this extent? Well, duh, politics and religion. What do you think gonna happen, bro? So yeah, but I'm very glad. And now, that being said, I told you guys in the beginning, you know, and I knew the non-members, I wanted to motivate you as well. And like I said, bro, I'll give you a job and we could make it work. But I told you guys I wasn't trying to punish you, man. I was trying to do it for the greater good of the community. I really was. And I think God protected us, bro. And I think God watched over our back, and that's why it was resolved, and it was resolved swiftly, which I was shocked about. But when it's all said and done, man, it was a good thing. So I'm very excited, and I thank all of you, and that's why now you could listen to Philo. Like I'm saying, I could go and talk about God, and, you know, you could still go and report me, but now I'm not one report away from not being able to share, you know, good quality info every day with people. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, and I'll keep these videos up, and if it does return, then we'll just go back to what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely... we know how to protect ourselves. So, amen. But other than that, get ready for it. I'm going to go get my setup. I have a carbo. I only have one carbo left. So I gotta term this one out like Janet Yellen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, Chattadonia, let me go, and then I will BRB. I will BRB.
Together.
Okay.
NASDAQ 100 sells off hard. Berkshire picks up the slack, almost perfectly mirror image, because it's the next largest stock after the Mag 7, basically. It's $1 trillion market cap. Maybe Broadcom's bigger sometimes. So I think that was part of what was going on. But also, it was piping hot going into the shareholder meeting. It was up 19% year to date at the moment, and it was also 1.9 times book value. It's basically as expensive as it gets and as high momentum as it gets. And so that's why I do think there was this vulnerability to have that premium come out of it to some degree. At the same time, Mag 7 ramps back, and all of a sudden you could buy them again. So all that stuff I think is in the mix, as well as Progressive has actually kind of rolled a little bit. Allstate's not traded well, and so that's at the core of obviously the Geico business.
Josh, you have a thought? You're the shareholder here, and I know you're always thinking about Berkshire.
I totally agree. If you're investing in mega caps and the tech trade hits a major snag because we're worried about international tariffs and trade or whatever, this is one of the names that is the recipient of the money coming out of the others. The other thing to keep in mind is the Apple position. They've sold a lot of Apple, but they still own a lot. They have 300 million shares of Apple as of the end of last quarter. They own 2% of that company's float. They did nothing last quarter. No buying, no selling. So they have a $66 billion Apple position. It's about 25% of Berkshire's stock portfolio in that one name. So I think the weakness in Apple probably isn't helping the situation here. And I totally agree with Mike. Like, this is sort of a risk-off mega cap, just generally speaking. And the whole insurance sector has been acting as a great place to be in a risk-off market. We're not in a risk-off market right now. We're in a circle and core weave market. It's another planet.
Yeah.
So I totally get what's happening.
That's all true. Although right now the Apple position is like 6% of Berkshire's market cap. Like it's the gone are the days when the stocks should move together, at least in the short term.
All right, I'll see you on the bell. Mike Santoli, thank you. Finals are next.
Hold up.
Job postings include like Deloitte and Booz Allen, which we, read in this quarter that have kind of cut some couple of workers.
Okay, but it's worth noting here that they are still hiring. They're just hiring fewer people than before?
Yes, they are, yeah.
Okay. Are these in the Washington, D.C. area, which has suffered a lot of job losses because of DOJ's efforts to reduce federal employees overall, or is this nationwide?
I think we see it nationwide, but in particular, definitely the D.C. area has been hit quite badly. I think, we have seen data again that the job postings in the management consulting job postings in the D.C. area has fallen almost 30% in just the past 4 months alone.
Okay, so that's pretty telling and pretty quickly too. What are analysts saying about the outlook for these firms and their hiring? Because these things tend to be cyclical.
I think it is going to be quite difficult for them. I mean, I think we've seen, tens of thousands of Fed workers already leaving their jobs or getting cut, and then now, you have many, many more government contractors coming in. And I think what's interesting is that if we looked at the Atlanta Fed data estimates, there were about 2.4 million workers that were directly hired by the federal government, but then you had almost twice as many of these government contractors. So you're going to see this job market for these workers kind of, expand a lot more. But, some analysts also say that, look, there's a silver lining. One is that these are industry giants, they hire well. Feels like cybersecurity, healthcare are still hiring people.
Oh, okay.
And then you have
so if you have specific skill sets, you are in a better position. You said cybersecurity, healthcare.
Woo! Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, Billy, I didn't even see that. Spicy rig? Oh, let's go, baby. I would love a spicy rigatoni right now, but Philo is the food I need, baby. Oh, man. So, Chattadonia, welcome to Philo, man. All of you. You guys know that. I'm very, very glad to have some of you return. You know that? That's why, man. Some of you who thought I didn't want you, shame on you, bro. You know that? For real, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I got love, baby, and I love you, and I'm glad, bro, because at the end of the day, bro, I know, how could somebody know if nobody told them, right? You got to hear the word, bro. And when you hear things, sometimes my whole life changed by hearing words, bro. You have no idea. So I really do hope it helps you. But at the end of the day, too, like, we are here for a reason, and we are here for multiple. So this moment right now is because I want to do it. Like I'm saying, I've seen a lot of good benefits. I've seen a lot of good fruit. That's why I'm going to keep planting it. So very simple. You don't want to participate, don't participate. We are not going to tolerate anything. I'm still going to ban it. If you're joking around, making jokes about it, like I'm saying, no one's really forcing anything upon you. Whether what you choose to do after this is your life, my brother. I'm not here to tell you you're going to hell. I'm not here to do a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to entertain somebody who's not hungry when we have a kitchen. You know what I mean? So why are you here then, brother? But at the end of the day, get your focus on. Don't waste time with all of the weird questions and philosophical debate if you're not into it. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on stocks, and that's what we've been doing while we were having this private, because again, some people just can't handle it. I could talk about multiple things. I could literally read two things at the same time while talking. So like right now, I just read about a meta acquisition as I was explaining that to you. That's happening right now about Perplexity. So like, we have a newswire, we'll be here. And I say that because stock market live. So I'm going to read, I'm going to go and do my thing. But if something breaking happens, you guys could help. If you want to focus on stocks, we have good workflow. Simple, call it out. Okay, SPY taking a candle. There you go. So look, you're already reacting like you have something. But when it's all said and done, though, get it where you fit in, have good workflow, and that way everybody gets what they want. That's Iran's spokesperson is CNN. Iran will not stop uranium enrichment for peaceful purposes, but concessions are possible. Oh, what? I don't know. That's bullish. That doesn't make sense. So it's showing they won't stop uranium enrichment, but they're saying that they're willing to concede, but then that's Iranian spokesperson. So the source is CNN. So they have a little bit more writing on it, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's confirmed yet. I know, even if CNN's putting it out, I'm just telling you, Iranian spokesperson to the president is different than the Iranian spokesperson, or than the Iranian president. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's coming out now. Again, SPY's SPY will go up, and then oil, but oil's definitely moving more. That is the major theme we talked about here. So yeah, and then you got rig count coming out. So yeah, that was a great example. So like I'm saying, bro, anybody telling you that we're religious, yibbity bobbity boo, they just don't want you to make money. Because again, during all these Philos, while we were private, we've made a lot of fucking money during Philo. Okay? Very simple, man. So that's what I'm talking about. We could talk and we could balance and juggle a couple of topics at the same time. We'll still have news, and you guys will have the fastest access in the world. And yeah, make the most of it. And that, I think, if we all work together, like I've said in many ways, but even in just here in this room during Philo, bro, it's good for everybody. So if you want to be good for everybody, let's get it, baby. If not, I mean, I'm probably just going to ban you. So other than that, Chattadonia. Yeah, IDF strikes Hezbollah sites in Lebanon. So now Israel is striking Lebanon. So throw that into the mix. Okay, but what are we going to talk about today? I have so many things. I say that every day. But this whole week, man, has been awesome. And I have a lot. And we didn't have Philo yesterday, so, let me throw it all at you. All at one. We're going to juggle a little bit, okay? We got to go through a couple of topics. Because even then, dude, I was like, I don't know how I even got here. Because I was reading my study Bible, and then I got to another one, and then Arab League foreign ministers convene extraordinary meeting in Istanbul on Friday. So now you have emergency meeting in Turkey. Yeah, Iranian spokesperson, negotiations with Iran could easily resume if Trump orders Israel to stop its attack on Iran. Okay, those are both coming out now. You got one with Reuters. There's some extraordinary meeting in Istanbul on Friday, today. And then you have the Iranian spokesperson to CNN. So, yeah. Well, let me tell you about the first one, man. I don't know how I got here in my Bible. I was reading Hebrews. I have my study Bible. And then I flipped through and I was like, oh, yeah. Because I remember my dad likes the book of Hebrews. I think, I have to verify with him. But I'm pretty sure my dad said it. He said if there was only one book in the New Testament, that if every other book got lost, he said Hebrews. That's the one. He says it. My dad, he said it explains, all of Christ pretty accurately, all in just that one book. If you had no other book, Hebrews could do it for you. I thought that was interesting. My own father told me that. But I'm reading it, and I stumble across, again, something I've read my whole life, but I don't know. I just read it differently. And here it is. Are you ready? There's two of them. Hebrews 5:14. But solid food is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil. That's it. Oh, it could be Geneva talks breaking down. That's why you're getting all the headlines and oil's going up. That makes more sense. That makes the most sense out of all of it. But then oil hasn't moved yet, so. But yeah, good post. Yeah, bro. I love that verse. I'm going to read it again for you. Tell me if it stands out. But solid food is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil. Wow. So let me just cut through it and make it very simple. Do you want to know how you're going to gain maturity? Constantly. Ta-da! My brother, anything you do over and over and over again, that is your maturity. Think about it. Why do they call you mature when you get older? You're just doing life over and over and over again. Constant use. That is what is going to make you mature. Think about the reverse. Why do you think people will call you immature if you keep making the same mistake that you were doing when you were young? Because you are staying in constant of something. Oh, I hope y'all hear me on this, bro. So yeah, bro. That's what I came here to tell you as part of today. Maturity, bro, and your consistency go hand in hand. Do you realize that? Both consistency to your goals, your health, all of it. Think about your whole life. And you want to tell me how mature you are? Tell me how consistent you are. That's why people, when they have kids, they automatically get mature. You know why? If they're good parents. Because you are constantly taking care of somebody now. You have a child that becomes constant in your life. You are now consistently thinking about somebody that is not you. Constant. Are you hearing me? So guess what the best part is? It also says so that you learn good and evil. So consistency equates with maturity, but then it also equates to understanding good and evil. But guess what? That makes a lot of sense. Think about it. My brother, go do something constantly. You're going to know how to sort the good seed from the bad seed. Go. You're constantly farming every single day. Year after year, month after month. Constant use helps you to identify good and evil. My brother, are you lacking the ability to know good and evil? No, I don't think any of you are. That's why I keep reminding you that you know it. And I'm like, you know it, bro. You know it. I don't think you're using it constantly. You see? There's a big difference. It's not that you're lacking any ability. It's that you're not training it. You're not activating it and flipping it to on all the time. Oh, I hope you feel me, Chad. So I hope you guys understand. This is just a little bit of the intro. You know why? Because, again, consistency. Bro, it's one of the most important things. That's what I was even telling you. I said it a couple times. I said it right before. And remember right before the holiday, I had a bunch of people and they're like, Josh, why are you going after Google? Why are you doing this? This isn't going to work. You're an idiot. And they're like, why are you doing? Remember, and then one guy too, he was like, oh, it's been 7 years. No one bought you a house. Oh. And remember, I was like, you guys need to be here. I said, watch. I hope you don't disappear when it happened. Because you need to be the witness. This whole thing, even all of this, bro. Y'all saw my vibe the day before YouTube did all of that. I already thanked God, bro. I already believed the power potential. And even then, my spirit still did get awakened. But guys, that wasn't for me, bro. I think it was for you. I genuinely think some of you just had your jaw dropped by what the... Because it actually worked. And you actually saw it. With your own eyes. Even in the middle of your doubt, just 24, 48, 72 hours ago. No? Think about it. Amazing. No shame to you or anybody, whether you were supporting or not. It don't matter, bro. That's why I said to you even before it happened. That's why I said I already forgive y'all. Don't even trip, bro. But I hope you see it, bro. In this constant, consistent, this all ties into it. Because when he asked me that, I remember and I said it, and I said eternity, bro. And I said, you guys need to be a witness and don't tell me about time. I love time. I love the long term. I hope I get things quickly, but it don't matter to me, bro. Because eternity, I believe in it. Do you understand? I believe Jesus Christ died on the cross for all of our sins. I believe that when I die, I'm going to heaven for eternity. Dude, what is eternity? See, that's what I was saying, bro. You realize there is no time or season in eternity? You know that, right? You realize what eternity is? It's only consistency and it's constant. That's why I think about this evil world, bro. It's not consistent. It's not constant. Heaven, that'll be consistent. That'll be constant. But think about the concept at hand, bro. Why do you think we were talking about the spirit, the wind? It's always moving. My brother, are you a part of the kingdom? I think a lot of you are. So, you better understand consistency and realize this is truly what makes your life. Do you understand? This is what's going to make you mature or not. This is what's going to open through learning and training. It's going to let you realize these are good. These are bad things. That's good. That's evil. But above all else, bro, if you can't get used to a consistent constant in place, why do you want to go to heaven? So yeah, bro, this is huge. And I hope this weekend, man, and I hope for the rest of the year, like I said, bro, I've given y'all a lot of different examples, even recently, standing on the truth. But even this, bro, if you're going to do anything the rest of this year, make a renewed effort for your consistency, both in your job, your investing, your goals, and above all else, your relationship with God. Do you see what I've been trying to tell y'all? Because some of y'all like, I don't know this, I don't know that. God, what's up with my life? Bro, listen. just constantly seek the Lord, I don't need to give you the answers. You get what I'm saying, bro? I believe it. I don't. You don't need me. You don't need another man. You don't need anything. But if you constantly, diligently, and you're like constantly in my mind, I'm commanding that thought. I'm constantly knocking at that door. I want to know, what is this God? What is this? This. You see what I'm saying? Constant. That's where you're going to grow. You grow in the consistency, brother. Look around. Look at the channel, all of it. We have events, but really that consistency in between the events, that's where we grew. You know that? Because that's where I'm going back by every event. And I'm like, look, and we did it through here. But we wouldn't have done what we did. Think about it. Where did most people fail? They didn't remain constant and consistent through the gaps in events. From COVID to money to banking crisis to most hated rally to AI. Do you see what I'm saying? So very spiritual, but also very market. But you have to be constant, Chad. You have to be consistent if you want to grow. That's what I'm saying. If you want to grow. If you're like, bro, I want the next level. I deserve more. I think, you know what? I see it now. And good, you should believe everything I just said. You should desire this. But my brother, it comes at the price of constant, consistent. It's going to have to be in you, part of you all the time. Amen. That's what I believe my God really does do. But you need it too, because it's in you. But everything, I'm saying, spiritual to money. You want to take it to the next level. You are not going to gain maturity without consistency. You must understand this. All of you. The younger you are and understand this, God bless you, the better. But this doesn't care about who you are. It's a principle. Do you see what I'm saying? Doesn't matter because if I follow it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't respect the person. It respects the principle. Are you constant? Are you consistent? That is what is going to make you mature. That is what is going to help you identify good and evil. It is in the holy word, verbatim. He didn't say praying. He didn't say all the, but constant. Because again, what good is the prayer? What good is the good things if it's not constant? You just did it one time. Well, there you go. So that was the first part. Okay. The second part, I kept reading. I went to the next part in Hebrews. And then I heard this one too. Are you ready? This one might punch you. It's not that deep, but I think it's punch-worthy. Iran talks went on 2 hours longer than scheduled. No yet on any possible breakthrough. I like it because this one was so obvious. So obvious, but it hits. Hebrews 6:7. Land that drinks in the rain, often falling on it, and that produces a crop useful for those whom it is farmed, receives the blessing of God. When the ground I'll give you another version, easier to understand. When the ground soaks up the falling rain and bears a good crop for the farmer, it has God's blessing. For the land that has drunk the rain that often falls on it and produces a crop for those who cultivate it receives a blessing from God. That's the verse. Hebrews 6:7. I love it. You know why? Hear me. Hear him. Bro, it said, land that drinks the water that falls on it. It's funny because you would think, right, that the land drinks all the water that falls on it. Wouldn't you say? How does land not drink water? So think about it. Land that drinks when the water falls on it is blessed. Oh, dude. Dude. Think about it. So why is he explaining this? Think about it. Why did they take the time to put this in the Bible? To let you know there's a difference between land when water falls on it. Why would it give you this negative example insinuating that there is land that has water falling on it but it doesn't drink? Yeah, bro. Land that drinks when the water falls on it is blessed. Chad, I'm going to give you a little baby reminder for the weekend. You are expected to use what God has given you. It is enough. Do you understand? That's what that's saying, bro. The land it had the rain and the land took it in. A simple process that happens you would think every plant was doing that. No. That's what it's trying to highlight. The land that drinks the water that falls on it is blessed. You planted that seed. It's saying you're the farmer. You work for them. Then the water falls and you said, give me that. I'm going to use it. My brother, that's a blessing. You're blessed. But then vice versa. Telling you, bro. Sometimes the easiest way to get out of a rut is just take a step back, bro, and realize really everything. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all, man, the thing right now, you're like, I don't feel this. Just take a step back, bro. Okay? Just take a step back and realize that you do have everything in your life necessary. And I mean that in a way where you have more than you think. You have greater potential than you think. And this is what I believe, and this is what the book even tells you. It's saying you got to be grateful for the rain and start drinking it and say, yo, this is my lot in life. This is what's been there. All right, it falls on. Let's use it. That's why I say you guys got to lock in. That's why I said, bro, go ahead, do whatever you want. And even with the long term, bro, you may need to sell it, but you had better make sure you drink the water that fell on you first. You must use everything in your power before going. And my friend, the man who uses everything in his power, the land that drinks the water that falls on it, he is blessed by God. So my brother, start using it. You are expected to use what God is giving you, and you do already have enough. Amen. Woo. Yeah, Trump presided over NSC meeting on Iran. So, there is that. But now I think, dude, I got like 2 more, bro. I got a lot. That's why I said. Still kind of early. And then the spy hasn't moved. I love it. Here, hold on. I need the other carbo, bro. I'm not used to this setup, bro. Woo! So, my friends, I guess since we already talked about it, we were just talking about the trees and the plants. And then remember what I told you, eternity. There is no time or season in eternity. Do you understand that? Forever means constant and consistent. Scary. Amazing. But there is no time or season in eternity. My brother, this may seem like a phrase. This tells you more about God than you think. I hope you feel me. So there's a verse in the Bible. It's very interesting. There's several, actually. But there is a verse in the Bible, and it explains being in the house of the Lord. And it explains that in the Lord's courtyard, there are trees that bear fruit all year. That's unnatural, wouldn't you say? But believe it or not, I'm actually pretty sure there are certain types of trees in the natural world that do blossom all day, or that they always bear fruit. So let me just tell you that one more time, okay? In the court of the Lord, and in the Bible it gives this description, right? In the Lord's court, whether it's a metaphor or real, it says there is fruit. There is trees that bear fruit all year around. Do you get it? Because here's the thing for me, bro. I believe there is a time and place for everything. And I do think it's all ordained by God. Amen. But, I was just reminding some of y'all, don't stop thinking small. You know that too? And like some of y'all, who is your God? Do you know who my God is? My God is the living God. You know that? I be rocking God like Daniel, bro. You know that? And David. You ask me who my God is? He's the one. You know who I'm talking about. The one true living God. That's who it is. Yeah. So I believe in all this. But it's like, dude, he's powerful. But think about it. This should tell you about God's personality. He created the world. He created all of it, nature. There's even stuff we can't figure out, even when we try to put it under whatever lens. But he doesn't apply to time and seasons. He lives in eternity. He could do whatever he wants. And actually, one of the things he's around, and when you are in the house of the Lord, my brother, the trees in the house of the Lord, they blossom all year. Do you get it? Let me put it another way. If you are going to be in the house of the Lord, I would assume if you actually are near him, you are going to start bearing all year around. You're expected to. You're like, what? Don't say that. How can you say that? I'll tell you why. Because there's another analogy or verse in the Bible, and we've talked about it, and I've used it for other reasons, and I've read it for other reasons, and we've had a lot of discussions. But yeah, let me give you this example to explain it. I think it'll make more sense, because when I heard this, my mind got blown. Do you remember the story in the Bible where Jesus cursed the fig tree? Does that sound familiar? Weird story, bro. Because then it outlines Jesus cursed the tree. So think about it. He walks up to this tree. And it's funny because if you read it in the Bible, it says he walks up to the tree. And even though it was normal for this time of year, the tree had no fruit. And then you know what he did? He cursed it. Dog, that's weird. You know why? Because it was out of season. The fig tree wasn't supposed to have anything. Why would Jesus get bothered by it? Why did he curse the tree? Like I told you, this will explain God's personality. You know why he cursed it? Because seasons don't apply to God. He doesn't see, oh, you're not, okay, now, no, we shouldn't be doing it now. It's not the right season. He said, what do you mean? You should always have fruit. Ain't that funny? The only time he cursed was because it didn't have fruit. And even if it was normal, like, oh, you know what? Somebody like me, I shouldn't. God looks at you and says, what are you saying? You know that. All of you who are like, well, I'm just this. I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to not have this. I'm supposed to think small. Jesus is looking at you and he's like, what do you mean? That doesn't apply to God, the living God, bro. That applies to humans. That applies to earth. You understand? Time and place is an earthly concept. When God looks at you and your spirit and soul, he's looking and he sees eternity, constant, consistent, and he expects fruit all year around. Oh, I hope they feel me. German foreign minister necessary for the U.S. to engage and find a solution. Yeah, you're coming back. It's been through the, what's it called? Ever since oil popped and then we had the delegation shit. That's just, it started slowly going. But yeah, you did hit another low. Everywhere, exactly. Fruit everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Because it's going to talk about the last thing. But I want to make sure you guys get this. Yeah, it is the personality of God. God, that's what I'm saying. Go read the Bible. You'll see it. His house, everything around him, when he walks by it, he literally expects fruit all year around, regardless of if it's in season or not. Isn't that crazy? It's beautiful. But that's our God, bro. That's him. These stories have been around longer than I've been alive, and that's him. Yeah, pick up your mat and walk kind of guy. It's mind-blowing. You are expected. And that's the thing too, bro. You get in tune with it. The spirit, bro. You tie. That's why. Go deeper with God, bro. What do you think you going to have fruit all year around? It should be. But it's not. That's why. So I don't know, man. The next time you tell me you should be small, the next time you tell me I should be this, next time you see what is good and straightforward and good for you, and you're like, maybe this isn't the right time. No. It should be good. It should be fruitful. You are here. You should be all year around. So let's go, baby. And then, yeah, spy flushing, bro. Again, unfortunately, several explosions heard in Tehran right now. Nope, another. So get ready. You guys might be able to flip oil if this gets bad enough. So I don't know the scope of it, but yeah, there's another round right now. You guys sent me the earlier one. So remember we saw the first one? Right here, I think. We saw the first one. I got a video of the one with Israel attacking, and that didn't cause a reaction. But now, again, the capital, Tehran. So let's see. Spy already let it. Oil hasn't broken out. If that leads, oil's going to hit. But if not, if that fades like the other 5, you get nothing. So, but something's happening now. Again, just you hit a new low on the market. We're 10 points from the other gap fill. And then again, like I'm saying here, oil, and then this headline coming in right now of an attack on Tehran. It's crazy. And then TLT at the high. TLT's getting a fear bid. So look, that it started melting up. Last fear bid was right here. Remember that? This was kind of there on the other Israel attack thing, but yeah, that one's ramping up a little bit bigger. All right. So yeah, man, I love it. So that's why Chad, the Chad tree has fruit all year round. Do you understand? And don't tell me you're a Chad if you don't think you could produce fruit all year around, because that's not what my God is. Wow. Wow. So very simple. But I still have so much more. Man, I write a lot. I just do throughout the day. I just write down like one-liners. And then this time, I just didn't get to Philo for a long time. So yeah, I think we could finish it up with this, man. And this one's a big one. You know, it's everything we've been saying, bro. All of it. The spirit, you know, commanding your thoughts. And I do hope, you know, I think every single one of these weekends, bro, you know, coming into the weekend, I think I have reminded you of this. You know that? I think I have came and told all of you that you should surrender. You know that. Isn't that funny? You just watched me pick a fight with a giant conglomerate, and the whole time I was surrendering. It's not in my hands, bro. Everything is in God's hands. I really do believe it. My heart, everything, my mind, everything. You, everybody. I know, it's wicked. I'm cuckoo. But no, it's real. Why am I telling you this? Because I want you to have it. I genuinely do. And like I said, I see it. I already told y'all, look at what's going to happen when we all work together. You just got a little sample of it. Remember what I told you a couple weeks ago, man? I could only imagine when just that portion of the chat, hopefully all of you, diligently seek the Lord and gain that holy wisdom, bro, and you come back here, what is this going to look like? Imagine all of us diligently, every day, constantly, consistently, learning the good and evil and maturing. Oh, come on. You see what I'm saying? Come on. Oh, wait, I have housekeeping here. Oh, shit. Hold on. They're knocking the door. They're opening. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Please hold. Please hold. Hey, man. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye. Yeah, bro, I was muted, bro. Dude, this lady like knocks on the door, and then she's like, "Wait," and then cause like I moved like one of the stands to put my mic up, And apparently I moved a bunch of shit and they charged me a bunch of money. And she asked me she was like, yo, she was like, did you use this? I said, no. And I showed it to her. And then, yeah, I asked her if she wanted to say hi. She didn't understand what I was doing. And then she said, you look like actor. You look like an actor. I said, I think it's the whole computer setup. But, yeah, that's hilarious. So, yeah, you hit a new low. I just had housekeeping, middle of Philo. You don't see that one happen too often. But here's the deal. What was I telling you? The surrender. And all of you coming together in knowledge. But remember, bro, it all starts with each of you individually. For real. There's nothing without your own true search and path, my friend, okay? But I really hope you guys get it. Surrender and yielding heart. It does not need to be understood. You do understand? I don't know, man. When God puts his hand on something, you don't need anybody to understand it. Do you get that? Some of you have something in your life from the moment you've realized it, you knew it. You know what I'm saying? There's a part of your life you're like, I want this. You are drawn to something. Whether it made sense to you, your family, or anybody. Tell me I'm wrong. Doesn't need to be understood, bro. Okay? This is the other thing I was telling you. Bro, I could give you a list of shit I know. I'll pull out shit from a hat, bro. You would be shocked. But guess what, dude? The spirit, the yielded heart, bro, a full surrender, it's not education. It's a real encounter. That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I say go encounter God, you'll get educated. You get educated, I don't know if you're going to encounter God, because that's what trips people out. I do have an education. I don't know what my IQ is. I'll run it, though. But guess what? It's not education. All my knowledge, bro, is nothing without the Lord. Do you realize that? That's what I've realized. You know why? I probably would have been addicted to drugs. I wouldn't have been doing anything. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me, bro. Encounter, not education. Guess what? Authority. The authority of the living God. Go read the Bible. That's why I get it now, bro. I get it. You know that, bro? These guys in the Bible, when they be walking around and they be like, oh, the word on the street, he serves the living God. And they look him in there and say, I serve the one true living God. That's it. Authority. But guess what, dude? It's authority not built on position. All of you. You got to realize, dude, do you not get it? You and I are all the same. This world wants you to think big money, little money, this, that. He has this, he has that. He doesn't have this. He grew up here. Fuck all that. Excuse my language. All of that's position. They want you go to this school, you go here, you work this job, right? Everybody thinks they get authority through position. No, not in the eyes of God. The authority comes through the crushing of your pride. Believe it or not. First is last, last is first. That's God. Didn't you say the personality was fascinating? There it is, even more. But that's what it is. You crush your pride, give your whole heart, say, this isn't my life. My life is to give constant fruit. Oh, I hope you feel me. God will take care of you. This is what it's saying. We've all known this, but we just go about it differently. Come on, you know how many times I try to surrender through understanding instead of actually intimately seeking God? You know how many times I try to educate my way out of something that all it took was one encounter, a jaw-dropping, a jarring truth. Try to use position. It don't matter. Humble yourself. Man, a rebellious human to be able to say invisible God will be my guide, that's crazy. You must crush that spirit of pride to get there. Okay? And this is what I've always told you. Very simple. Everything I just told you should sound very good because it's true and it's real and it does sound good. But guess what, guys? If you think it just happens, you're wrong. Now you want this to be prosperity gospel. See, that's why. You want this to be some American church telling you, give me 10% of your money and Jesus gonna give you a Benz. No. Do not seek the power and not the pruning. You want the fire of God, bro? Guess what? Fire comes with refinement. Do you understand? This is something I brought up to you guys last week. Like, just think about it. Dude, I believe I've gotten knowledge. Oil's popping right now. So see if it's a follow-up or a new attack. French foreign minister, Iran ready to talk. No further Europe-Iran scheduled yet. But yeah, bro. So I'm saying you want the power, the fire. All these things. It's good, man. You get God, you get the knowledge, you get so many things. But it comes with guaranteed suffering. Do you realize that? That's the problem. You hear all this good stuff and then they just leave out that part. No, we don't get it as Americans. You guys got to realize every country in the world, when they hear that suffering is guaranteed, they believe it because they live in suffering every day. Do you understand? The people in Sudan who know that Jesus, when they convert and they're like sufferings, they know. You know why? Because they don't live in freedom. They don't live in a place where they have a choice to go against the kingdom. They don't live in places like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why, like, if you hear what I'm saying right now and you're like, wow, I would love, let's sign me up. This isn't stream alerts, dude. There's no like, oh, I get this, no. It's true. Like, in reality, this is what comes out of a true relationship, a true yielded heart. And it comes with so many good things. But my brother, that book in the Bible promises suffering. And getting to that point of getting rid of your old self and birthing the new, dude, that's going to be suffering. It's going to be challenging. People aren't going to like you. People will go out of their way to pick on you. Do you understand? It's so worth it, though. I can't. Oh, amen, bro. But yeah, that's the reality. So I hope you don't let me say all this and think that it ends there, because it doesn't. But I think it's true, man. And like I'm saying, I would love to see it. But like I'm also telling you, I know it involves fire. And we all want to burn with the fire of God. But don't forget, it comes with refinement. It comes by putting yourself second. A lot of things that isn't normal for us. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not even normal for me, bro. You may think I do it good. It's not. It's not easy. I'm a human, just like you. You see me get frustrated. So think about it. But yeah, man, it's one of those things. It's beautiful. Trump is close to ordering an attack, according to Channel 13 News in Israel. That's why. That's coming out right now. That last little blink. So yeah, oil at the high. I think last call for oil plays, low key. I kind of want to do it, but I don't think I want to. But there's been like 3 or 4 of these now, and it's climbing. I don't think I'm gonna take it though. I'd put it on the stream alert. I'm even saying just what's going on. Could be last call, but anyways, and then it's gonna fucking gap up on Monday. All right, you got a couple more headlines from Chad in there, but I think that Channel 13 thing, that's a rumor, bro. Like I was telling you how it's gonna be, wait till they play the back and forth of, oh, we're doing this, we're not doing that. But yeah. Well, that being said, Chadadonia, I hope y'all feel me, man. And I think I got the final one. Oh, no, there's two more. But this is the last thing, man. And this was something, too, I thought about. I even thought about it. I kind of explained it to you guys. You know, and I was telling you this morning about the sun. I was like, man, have you ever seen the sun just shine on things, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro? It is beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. And you don't really notice it all the time. You know, like, for real, bro. I remember there's just times in my life, I don't know. Just, I remember living, but, like, not enjoying. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, bro. Everything just felt so normal. Like, the world was so magnificent. We're surrounded by so much, like, beauty and cool shit, dude. But then it just, like, I don't know. It got so normal. But it wasn't normal. You see that's what I'm saying, bro. And then, like, before you know, you're like, wow, that air tastes good. You're like, wow, that's a deep breath. Wow, the sun on my skin. Oh, the sun, just looking at it. Like, why did it look like a diamond? All these things, bro. Yeah, surrender. Oh, they don't feel me. Do you get it? That's what I realized. This is part of the surrendering. It's surrendering to intimacy, bro. Stop performing it. That's the world we live in. We live in a generation. That's why. Do you realize there's people who live in this world? They don't feel something until they post it. Y'all don't feel me, huh? Yeah, it's insane. Do you get it? There is a lot of people in this world, bro. We have been tricked into performing intimacy, but not being intimate with ourselves, in the world, and all of it. You see what I'm saying? How many people, they got to post the sunset to perform? Wow, look at, I love it. Wow, look, I feel, instead of just feeling it. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just being just like, whoa. In me and my heart, I'm God. Just, I get what my mom does now. Every time she walk on the beach, she said, God, how do you look at that and not see it? That's what I'm saying, bro. Surrender. Surrender to the intimacy. Stop. Like, some of y'all just think you so cool, bro. Calm down. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, love life, bro. Like, why not? Like, why? Why can't you enjoy it? Not the right time? No, every time, bro. God. But you got to start really surrendering to it. And make it real, though. That's what I'm saying, bro. When you really, like, you want love, like, surrender to love. Like, actually stop fighting it. Realize there is beauty. There is love. And what I told y'all, you're already loved. God loves you. That's why all of this is possible. You think God did anything in my life just because I prayed? It's not that I love God. It's because he loves us. That's it. He cares about my little life. That's the difference between me and my friends, me and my bro, anybody else. I believe he cares about my little shit. That's my dad. That's what it is built on. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I don't know. That intimacy, that love, the love of the world, the love of God, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you just accept that God loves you? And maybe there is this power in your favor. You know what I'm saying? That it's leading you to becoming something and taking you on this road. Not, you know what I'm saying? Just try it. Like, really feel it, bro. Do you know what that's like to know somebody cares? And you see it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I get all these little confirmations, bro. How you gonna tell them? That's why I told you a long time ago I would have stopped believing. But no, I keep getting the confirmation. You'll see it, bro. Once you start magnifying him, like, he cares, you're gonna start noticing his handprint on everything. But you gotta surrender, bro. Don't perform it. That's why, bro. I hope for the rest of this year, you surrender to you, dude. Surrender to God, but be you. You know why? Don't perform anything. I hope you make it to this end of the year not having to perform. Why do you think I was so free before Google took off everything? Because I was like, bro, I don't got to perform for anybody. Great. I would gladly have everything live, and because I don't have to act like I'm just, amen. That's why the people I really care about them. I really don't care about some. Do you get it? Don't perform it, bro. Anything. This whole year, bro. The whole long, like a Chad, don't perform being a Chad. Get the long term. Actually save your money. Actually follow the rules. Don't gamble. Don't go for the dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? If you don't perform, that's it. You're going to have a good one. You do perform, you're missing out on life, bro. So, there's one more, but I'm going to save it for you. It's two, because I like that last one. And I want to leave you on that one. Because I think that's a great one. And I think God is good, bro. And I'm excited for a lot of you. Like I'm saying, bro. Some of you, oh, may the Lord bless you. Because you already have shown in many ways what you have. But remember, bro, that like God doesn't want you a part of the cult. You know that? God doesn't want you in this. He doesn't want you in that. He wants you. Do you understand? This ain't about Google. This ain't about views. This ain't about long term. He wants you in your soul. I know that sounds a little intense, but that's what it's at. And that's why I'm saying, bro, all of this, I hope y'all apply it constantly, consistently. You know what I'm saying? And if you could do that in real, bro, I pray you see the beauty. And I know you will. I know you will. And if anything's holding y'all back, I think now might be the time. Realize that you are loved and realize you are part of the family. You are in the kingdom. It's in your blood. You have righteousness. His righteousness. That means you have the right, like a citizen, unalienable. Do you understand me? That means what I have is yours. If you really understand it, what I have is yours. So go. Man. And don't perform it. Just really live in it, and you'll see, bro. So, Chad, I love you all. Take that one to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press hot chat. X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the nightly watch list on main channel. First link for the screaming. I don't even know. We made some updates, you know. Oh yeah, let's get some Chad music.
Feeling like I'm the old bitch. Been a long time coming. Hope to hate to see this shit. Whole geniuses. All I do is dodge bullets, feeling like I'm Neo, bitch. Been a long time coming, hope to hate to see this shit. Oh my God, mess with me, that's who you dealing with. Oh, why I love it, my whole team's some greedy geniuses. All I do is dodge bullets, feeling like I'm Neo, bitch. Been a long time coming, hope to hate to see this shit. Oh my God, mess with me, that's who you dealing with. Oh, why I love it, my whole team's some greedy geniuses. All I do is dodge bullets, feeling like I'm Neo, bitch. Been a long time coming, hope to hate to see this shit. Oh my God, mess with me, that's who you dealing with. Oh, why I love it, my whole team's some greedy geniuses.
Oh, what the? They just gonna try to leak that, bro? That's crazy. It's crazy. Ho, ho, ho. We're back, Chad. We are back. Oh, yeah. I have bad news, though. More bad news for today. I might have to go, though, in like an hour. I might leave at power hour. Because I have this, like, diarrhea. I feel it. The poop is coming. The poop attack. Because, you know, when I travel, my poop schedule get all fucked up. You know that? It's terrible. And you know I rely on my poop schedule pretty heavily. So, and then here's the fucked up part, though. Are you ready? It's because I forgot to bring my phone charger, but my phone can charge through the computer monitors. But yeah, so I have to. My phone's gonna die, and I'm gonna need it in a little bit, or like right after. So yeah. So yeah, I think power hour might dip 1 more hour. You made the play. There will be peace in the Middle East. Inshallah. Fun. I have it. Just my monitor. It's a USB-C. So I remember I told you guys last time I went to Miami, I got this like mobile setup. So I have these 2 like portable monitors. They're super light and they like fold kind of. And then, yeah, but then it connects the power with USB-C. So I was like, oh, I have a charger, but then, no, I don't. It's a long story. It's really like a Neo. It was hard to travel with them though. Yo, UNH, Cigna, Humana, all dying? What is this? And then oil came down. But yeah, Humana, Cigna, all the healthcare plays just got rocked. Whoa, a earthquake, magnitude 5.2 in north and center Iran. That's not good, is it? Iran foreign minister, I made it crystal clear Iran's defense capabilities are not negotiable. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. I'm surprised. What does that mean, bro? Yeah. They just tested. They said they were going to do it, though. They said they were going to test the nuke just to piss everybody off. Well. I mean, it's probably, it's not an earthquake. It's like definitely related to missiles. That's just crazy. All I do is die, but it's feeling like a... I think that's what they're gonna do. So if Iran is really weak, because some people are suspecting with how this played out that Iran may not be as strong as previously thought, but they're probably going to booby trap all of their nuclear sites. That's what I would do if I was weak. So think about it. So they don't want to lose this nuclear facility, and now Israel just hacked the shit out of them and took out everything. But now, like, think about it. If they go and booby trap all of these nuclear facilities, anybody who explodes them is going to guaranteed cause a radiation leak or some sort of bad event just off of the spillover. So it's something that's what you got to all of this is so complex, bro. Telling you, from regime change to not, every single consequence is just very heavy. DJT Trump may have sold out, or it's only down 20 cents. Where are you getting that from? Honestly, let me just see if you can. I'm gonna go just check a filing. But yeah, if he did, there would be a filing. So wherever that rumor's coming from, I think you could verify it pretty quick, or just be on the lookout. On track, down 6 days, longest losing streak since February. Trump may have sold out of platform stake. Platform. Isn't that like the World Liberty thing or something? No, I don't know. See. It sounds like a piece of information from a bigger, like there's more to it. But either way, it's reacting a little bit. I don't know if that's like the same as he just dumped DJT stock. I think he has a lockup on it. That's why I was like, Yeah, they reduced it in World Liberty. There you go. Well, there you go. VixNet SPY, bro. I can't believe it only had 5 minutes of green, and then that was it. That was short-lived this morning. And now that's it. You're at the low end. We were talking about the 5970s. You're right below that. You didn't hit that 5940 though. So with how big today was and like surprising and quick, you still kind of undershot the level. As odd as that may seem. Sure, not bad. Yeah, that is there. Knowing the lockup did help a lot. There just could be that one just, and with like DJT, the thing with Don, like you don't know what the fuck is true or not, right? That's why my immediate reaction is filing, because again, it's not as if people don't accurately report on Donald Trump, so you do gotta always double check. Israel Hayom citing American diplomatic source, no significant progress with Iranians in Geneva. UNG pull back. Well, either way, it's really just going to be weekend. Do you get a see? But that's what it's saying. Like over the weekend, you might even get an attack. Oil could go to 75, and then the SPY just stays the same. You watched Zohan last night? I love Zohan. And Dictator. That one's probably one of my favorites. Oh, dude, what movie? You know a movie we watched? Oh, we figured it out. Do you guys... actually, I'll tell you guys this one. I figured out... Well, I think it was my girlfriend, to be honest. I'm taking her work here. I figured out Netflix's... their, like, strategy with what these companies do. Are you ready for this? I don't know if you guys knew this already. But as of late, these movie companies that have like a big movie coming out, or if they have a sequel coming out, they let Netflix license the movie about a year or two before. I didn't realize, my girlfriend picked up on it. I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. So I don't know how I could verify it with the contracts, but if you go and look as of late, if you don't see what's going on, essentially there's like a bunch of movies and like sequels are coming out, and then Netflix drops the 10, 15-year-old one right before they give them the license. So yeah, that's the strategy. It blew my mind because then we watched, I've never seen this movie. It was a Vin Diesel movie, The Last Witch Hunter. Has any of you ever seen that movie? I loved it. Even though I don't really like the magic shit, and you would think I wouldn't be onto one of those, I love Vin Diesel, and then we watch it, and I love the plot line. Have you seen that? Bro, I love it. I love it. The Last Witch Hunter is dope. It's like the plot where the guy like lives from like... me and my girl were talking about it. They should have just made a movie about all the like his stories through life. That's it. Like even if it wasn't even like an action movie, I would have watched that movie. Like, bro, it's so good. It's just this guy who's like, yeah, I won't spoil it, but it's on Netflix. And then literally they have a new version coming out in a couple years or in a year. The Witcher? No, I don't think. I've seen something like that. Or like Wicker. I've seen the Wicker one. Something like that. Yeah, Space, or not. The one I just said is 10 years old. It was in 2015. That's what's crazy. 2015 was 10 years ago, you guys. You know that? So, take that how you please. Barbarian? Is it good? I might have to check it out. So Netflix, they go in bursts with good releases, but then it's advertising now. So that's it. If you watch any like random feature films pop up out of nowhere and it's an old movie, chances are a new one's gonna be coming out soon. So I guess he wasn't the last Witch Hunter. Well, technically, no. The plot still works. You gotta see it. You still had a bad hairline in 2015, and then you were freed, and then you said, it's gone. I mean, dude, 2015 was like, that was good. Life was good, man. I think after 2015, the world went to shit, give or take. I think like, I vividly, like, hear me out. Are you ready? The whole world changed from this moment going on. I promise you. You could probably go and think back. You had 2 different lives from this. Are you ready? Hear me out. Ready? Here it is. The club going up on a Tuesday. You remember that? Yeah. So that was when the world went to shit after that. Not because of that. There's no correlation. But that was the day. Or like, when that song was popular, yeah, October 21st, 2014. That was like, so right after that, whatever that song did, I don't think it controlled it, but from that moment on, the world was just different. Like, it started to fork like Bitcoin. But, like, even crazy. Like, the world just got, like, really different after October 20, after a club going. Let's listen to it. Fuck it. Even, yeah, Drake. Why the fuck is Drake on that song? Yeah, what? I can't hear it. What is this fucking Drake-ass video? You said Drake killed his career? Oh, come on. I wouldn't say it was killed. I'd say everything that went on was just, it was very minor. So yeah. But that was a life changer. Everybody's life changed when the club went up on a Tuesday. You've never heard that song before? How? I think my dad has said it. I think if my dad, if you said club going up, or he'll be like a Tuesday. I think even my dad knows. I think it affected him at the time. So I'm saying, bro, it was weird. You've never heard that either? How? Y'all had 11 years to hear it. This is not a new one. What do you mean? That means y'all lived the last decade without associating Tuesday to the club going up? Well, God bless you. You're lucky. Now that I think about it, see, my whole perception has been squabbled. That's insanity. That whole, anytime someone say on a Tuesday, this whole decade, not with, like, you know what I'm saying? You chilling, bro. Chilling. God bless. That's amazing. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, here now, that's a classic club going on a Tuesday. We're gonna choose healthcare. Everybody. Dignity. Gave you the motivation to go out on Tuesdays? Nice. I've never gone out on Tuesday, except for college. When I was in a frat and they made you go out, that was the only time I'd ever go out on a Tuesday. I was not the target market for that. You know, that was not it for me. But yeah, do people, you know that actually, I think, what is the trend? This was actually kind of good. Did you guys hear about it? That alcohol consumption is now on like a permanent decline. So essentially, like, if you took the generational trend of alcohol, it's like it looks like a penny stock, or it's turning into like no growth. Kind of like when Meta went like 600 to like starting to drop. But yeah, like pretty much like alcohol, dude, yeah, a lot of people they just choose, nicotine is popular. People like weed and shrooms and all sorts of stuff, but like the young generation, they don't want to go to clubs. They're like, I don't know if it's because social or it's too expensive, or it's everything really. It's just like different, but they don't go out and drink socially, and they're not like, yeah, they're just not. They don't drink, like, they're just not alcoholics like the other generations. So yeah, I guess, but then again, they're literally just melting their brain with fucking fungus. So that, you know, to each his own. But other than that, yeah, that's kind of nuts. Release the Chads? Oh yeah, my bad. All right. Okay, they're released. I got you, G. I just did it. No, they were released the whole time, bro. That's why all of you were able to turn off your video. So yeah, but members only on the chat is gonna stay. until we'll see. I said I was going to evaluate at the end of the quarter, and then you guys almost get me banned. So I wasn't feeling that. But other than that, yeah, well, I think the chat will stay members only for a little bit, but the morning and Philo, we've opened back up just because, again, we can't get in trouble for it. So, woo! The cost of clubbing is pricey. I mean, yeah, I always thought it was pricey. That's the thing. That's what sucked about being rich and poor. Because when I was poor, you ever showed me a club, I'm like, you fool. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean $1,000 for I thought it was a joke. The first time I ever saw like a club, and like I was like, what do you mean $1,800 for a bottle of alcohol? So that was ridiculous. But then, even when I made a lot of money, and then I went with my friends who club, I was still like, nah, bro, what do you mean $1,800 a bottle? Can I keep the bottle? I can't even take it home? It's not even like a movie theater cup. That's bullshit. So nah, bro. It's a weird concept. I don't know how it even got traction. And I don't know. It's totally like middle market. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're really smart or really dumb, you're not gonna buy it. I think I'm either really smart or really dumb. I'll let you be the judge, depending on the topic. But I feel like it's just that's like normal activity. Like it's in the middle. It's the middle curve, because I'm just like, bro, I can't wrap my head around it. But it's a trend. It has been. It's dying now, but yeah, it's not 18. I'm pretty sure. I think an average bottle is like 900 to like 1,300 depending on where you're going. And then if you go to the wrong place with people who need a lot more validation, you start hitting 1,800 easy. I've seen way more, bro. I've been with people who bought it. I vowed to never buy bottles. I would go with my friends when I was younger. I would say, if you pay for it, I'll come. But I say, Habibi, my checking, a saving. I cannot. No. Say, y'all crazy. It started in France. It allowed them to stay open all night, acting as a liquor store by selling full bottles. No way. Oh, you fucker. Is that true? Because that's a good story if it's not true, because that makes sense. So then they used it as like a side liquor store business, and that's why there's a premium. See, like options, it makes sense. There's a premium then, because then every other place is closed, and then they're just selling you alcohol at a where everything else is closed. Wow, holy shit, is that real? I gotta look that up. That's cool if it is. I didn't know that. The cult compound has to have a section hidden in a bookcase. I mean, there's a separate like horse ranch. So there's like a main horse corral, and then there's a private one. It's the best I could offer. I say we don't have bookcases. Just dirt and animals. That's all it is, bro. It's just dirt and animals. Still stupid to partake in, but makes sense. I like to understand it, though. That's good to know. Because I'm like, how did it gain traction? Like, why? Because at some point, somebody had to been like, yeah, this is a good idea. You know what I'm saying? At some point, somebody was like, yo, let's try this. And then everyone else was like, oh, yeah, I want to do too. That's a good idea. Ah. So I guess that was it. This was like circumventing alcoholism at night. And they were willing to spend all of their rent on it. So, dope. I got Tuesday stuck in your head now. I'm sorry. Now you're going to look hella weird when you go out tonight. And then you're going to randomly say, you're like, club going up. And everyone's going to look at you and be like, sir, are you okay? Did you just get out of a coma? Why are you bringing up this song from 11 years ago? No one even knows who made the song. Tell me the artist's name. I figured out Drake was on it, but I don't know who. I don't even know the dude. Is his name Tuesday? He ain't even named Calendar. He ain't named nothing even close to it. I don't even know why. I don't know what his name is. Myconin? What's the have you heard it ever again? What do you mean? Yeah, it was like I love Myconin or something. You see that Silento caught a case? No, who's Silento? Sounds familiar. You guys are more rich than me. 1,800 is insane. No, because you said 11, right? So are you trying to justify 1,100? It's all insane, bro. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's all insane. It has nothing to do with rich. It's just insanity. It's just insanity. Oh, $11. Yeah. Then you're fine. And then you meant 1,100. Oh, per drink? Yeah. No. Like, it's like a bottle. It's like a club, bro. Just stay away from it. Unless you have a rich friend who's going to pay for it all, don't ever go. That's it. If a rich guy or gal or anybody will pay for it and you've never been, then I'll leave that up to you and your own morality. But other than that, it's just, yeah, you don't need to go and buy a fucking bottle. That's crazy. I thought it was Ray Shremmerd. What was their song? They made a song during that time that everybody liked. It was Club Going Up, and then what was the Ray Shremmerd one? Fuck, what was it? Dude, you know, I'll show you it. I'll show you. No, I'll let you guys find it. Oh, Black Beatles. Yeah, that was it. Oh, no flex. No flex. I could only imagine if someone walks by my room right now. They probably think I'm cracked out. You know that? They probably think I'm so fucking loopy. And I'm like, I do this every day. Woke up at 4 a.m. for this shit. They know better. They know better. No, I'm off. I think off rhythm. I like that rhythm though. A little opera. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no flex zone. No flex zone. My college songs? Nah, but like, I did. There's one song. When you say that, it's sad. It's very offensive. So excuse me if viewer discretion is advised. But I was blessed that I went to college, you know, and I went to a nice college, like for socializing. But I vividly remember one song during my college years, and it was bittersweet, bro. Because like, it had a bad effect on society, and it was like the start of all of the trash. But, you know, as in the immaturity I was, it was fun. So all I remember in college, every time people would go crazy, it was a very articulate song. It was deep. It was party music, but it was deep, bro. And it went something like this. Us, make the mother and hammer talk. That's it. So, So that was a college song. Yeah, Big Sean, surprisingly. Out of everybody, fucking yeah, artistic. I think it was it's a soliloquy. I don't know the structure. Very articulate though, but it was great. Go stupid, but like they did get stupid. That's the thing. Like it made people stupider. I saw it in real time. That song goes on, people would act foolishly, myself included. but that was my college area. That was our brain rot. We had no idea what it was going to get to. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? At that time, I was like, damn, bro. I was like, man, we failed as a society going around college campus. And you're like, how much worse can it get? Am I still in talks with my college friends? Yeah. I only talk to people from college. So, like, I still have a couple friends from high school, but I'm more, like, closer with my college friends. That's why I like college. I even tell you, a lot of you guys, like, if you go to college, there's a good opportunity to network. And, like, you will still meet people. And, like, that's where a lot of my friends came from. It's crazy because, like, dude, me and my good homeboy from college, we always talk about it because, like, I see him. I just saw him the other day, and we talk about it, and we're just like, dude, we met when we were 18 years old. I'm not 18 anymore. But, like, I feel like I just met this dude in college. Like, it was nuts, bro. But, yeah, like, that's a good homie of mine. But, you know, you have the people you grow up with, and then, like, your early adult years, like college, that's an area where you're going to meet a couple of people that'll probably remain with you throughout your life. But yeah, college is where most of my friends are at. Well, they graduated now. But yeah. Yeah, that's Dogecoin guy. He loves Dogecoin. He loves it. Big fan. It's just crazy it's been that much time. Because, like, I didn't think, like, yeah, you look back, you're like, damn, I've known you longer than a couple decades or a decade at the very least. It's like, what the fuck? So it's amazing. Is the volume low? I saw it in the morning. It wasn't bad. Yeah, this isn't bad. Honestly, 60 million, it's kind of average. I ain't got no type. Yeah, I think that was another one, too. I'm busting out the Ray Shremmerd bangers. New Squid Games next week? Oh, nice. That'd be dope. All your friends getting married and having kids. Nice. I'm at the point where I think I'm starting to see them get divorced. So be careful. You watch that one and then you're like, what? But then you'll see. Because I'm like, no way. And then I'm like, all right, well, good luck. All right. I need to go pee. Follow me on Instagram at The Tread and Fraternity. Real Cult News on Twitter. Okay. The volume's not that bad. I don't know. Today is suspiciously active. I think it's the expiration.
I think it was average 2.7 million over that 4.5 hours. It's a long race. They're averaging 1 million viewers on average per minute in their post-race show, which is Amazon, and which is on Amazon Prime, which is, those numbers are unheard of. And I think they brought their own flair to it, which we knew they would. And I think they have the fan, both fan as well as the garage reaction to Amazon Prime has been overwhelmingly positive. So we've been thrilled with them. Everything they said they would do, they've done. And for us, it's an important thing, right? If you think about where cable is, right? And so cable had some declines, and now it's...
What?
And now, but it's steadying, right?
Yeah.
And
well, how do you see it playing out? Because the TV, you're a couple years into a 7-year, $7.7 billion. I'm not sure why there's so many sevens. 7-year, $7.7 billion TV deal. You've got Fox, you've got NBC, you've got Amazon, you've got USA. There's various. how does the TV partnership side play out over the next few years for the next deal?
Listen, I don't know what the next deal is going to look like, which is why this deal was so important. Not just because of the money and the money that feeds the industry, and it does. Like, our whole stakeholder group is fed by media money. So we have a blend, right? So we have, Fox that has broadcast. They have 4 races they broadcast on Big Fox. Then they have 8 races they did on FS1. Then we rolled into Amazon Prime for 5 races, and then we're going to Turner Sports shortly with our first in-season tournament, which is going to be really cool. And then we are back with NBC, so big NBC with 4 races, and on USA with 10 races. So it's a blend of broadcast, cable, and streaming. Or in Turner's case, they'll have cable with Turner and True TV and simulcast on Max. So you're kind of getting a blended universe, which is important because, again, you're trying to meet people where they are.
Is there too much blending? I would say this, and it's not just with NASCAR, by the way. It's you look at NFL. There's days where it's like, where's the game? And then people say, well, it's on Amazon, okay, or it's on Peacock, or it's on CBS, and there's a fear that you're going to lose viewers because they don't know where to find stuff because there's so many media partners.
Yeah, so I think we've been surprised pleasantly by the Prime numbers, as I said.
Imagine
Amazon
if you
Prime
had
numbers.
the game on every day.
If you go on
same
Amazon
time,
and
every
buy
single
something
day for half
this
a decade,
Sunday, you
at
will
the stock market,
and the races,
users still
the
couldn't
Pocono
find
race.
It.
It will say that
Oh
the
yeah,
Pocono race is
oh
there.
yeah,
We are
step your
up
shit
on,
up. Anyways. Ah! Chattadonia. It sucks, bro. I'm gonna leave in like 20 minutes, but I know right when I leave it's gonna go crazy. So, good luck. But unfortunately, it's just there'll be like one to move. That's it. Alt, maybe it's there. Alt immune. We've played this before. You're down on call. Is it possible to roll over before it gets exercised? It is, as long as it's not closed. Am I going to leave the charts up? No. That's why I have to go. I need to turn off my computer because I need the power source. I'm fucking operating like a pilgrim over here. So I have to reroute the power, and then I have to churn the butter. So I have to get the carriage ready, for I have places to go on my journey. How do you do it? So why did you ask me to roll it over if you don't even know what it is? What do you mean, that's crazy. So you have to paper trade, and don't trade options if you don't know what they are. That's step 1. But rolling over, there's 2 ways to do it. You either close the play by itself and then just reopen another one. That's considered a rollover. If you do the rollover action, like on some options, you could click rollover. All it's doing is opening and closing them on the same time. So if you don't really understand it, and this is not a recommendation, you're better off probably just closing out the play and then reopening it. So close it, take the profits, take the loss, and then go buy a separate one if you want to go and do that again or walk away. But yeah, but definitely paper trade, because if you don't know how, like rolling over, it's a little complex, but it's also super simple in theory. But all you're doing is just you're buying another option. Don't let a phrase or I'm doing this. No, all you're doing is you're going risk on again. That's it. So if you want to roll over, and if you spend the same amount of money on the rollover, you're just pushing the play. You're continuing it along. If you put more money, that's dumb. If you put less money, that would make more sense on a rollover. That's what I do when I roll over. When I roll over a contract, let's say I make $1,000, I'll go and I'll buy it. I'll close it, take the money. Now the play's closed, and then I'll go buy another contract with more time in the same direction. But I'll try to spend maybe $200, $100. So then that way I keep most of the money and I still have a play that's rolling over and going. Ta-da! turn the mic around. The only thing that sucks is I don't have a desk. I'm just on one of these little like coffee tables. It's kind of whack. Like this market, weird day, man. How high you went up and chilled out, and then how quick it went down, and then we went down so quick, but then you stopped going down. I thought we would have hit the 59.40 already, but you didn't even hit it. I don't think power hour. I think like the last 30 minutes, you might just get like a crazy move. And I'm not like crazy to change anything. So like, even if I leave early, I don't think I'm going to come back with something materially different. I think, I really just think we're going to come back, and then whatever happens over the weekend, that'll dictate it all. I like the spread still. So you could have made them free there for a little bit, but in general, like time, the ones with time, again, I think mine, they're out to like August, right? As long as it has time and oil, I think that's going to be a good play for the summer. So this, I don't think this shit's going away. I think oil exposure makes more sense than not. But other than that, it's not, I think we're going to do nothing all summer. I've been saying that for weeks now as we started this month, and then we kind of melted up, but it's really starting to fit that narrative. So at the end of the day, I think oil will be active. I would get oil, silver, oil and commodities as long as you have time to cover the summer. I like that. But it will be volatile. And then I think those will be more volatile than the actual market. And that's kind of the play. Get ready, summer trading is slowed down. But yeah, so just watch out though. You might get like random poppers too at the end of the day. But that final 30 minutes, final 10, you might just make a couple point moves. Because today was big. And now you're at this weird level. But that's what I'm saying. If I do leave, I do think whatever we come back to on Monday is going to be dictated by whatever happens on Saturday and Sunday, or the lack thereof. But I don't think anything will happen now. You might either hear good or bad on the Iranian stuff. There was a couple of explosions. Then there was the, what was it? The earthquake. So there's all those things that you might hear about randomly, and that could cause some stuff, but I think it'll move oil. And then that's it. What does risk on, risk off mean? Just take a wild guess. You're close. What's up, baby? You haven't commented in a while. It's good. I hope you've long-termed for a while. That's all we're looking for. Are we looking for? Did you hear that? It was a back crack. Earthquake. Is any open position risk on, risk off staying cash? It's not, that's not like the actual analogy or like the definition, but it could be interpreted as such to a certain degree. But it just means, again, you're feeling risky, or if you're feeling confident, the environment's good, your people are going to go risk on. They're going to get more aggressive versus, more timid, cautious, risk off if things aren't good. And everyone, they cut rates and everybody wants to buy stocks and the news is good, the trade deals are good, that's risk on. And then when the bad news, the bad headlines, the war, that's risk off. People take risk off the table. Things develop good, they put risk on the table, right? You think there's a position, you start buying calls, you're like, hey, you're adding risk on. You're like, nah, it's time to go, take it off, risk off. So it could be interpreted as that, but the definition is speaking more broadly to like the market and, sentiment wise. Looking good, everything is still pricey. Yeah, there you go, baby. Amen. That's what we're just saying. We got another deposit coming, so we'll have a little bit more cash. We're going to keep doing that here throughout the summer, but some names did come down a little bit, but otherwise, we took the latest set of new prices. Nike. That one got me interested. Because again, we wanted it at the 53. Should have got it there. And then it came back up. I didn't want it after that move, but that's 10% right there. So these are the things that I like. Big fun. Have a good weekend, baby. Wow. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I hope all of you have a good day today. A good weekend. I will miss you. Sell calls and puts. Yes, we sell cover calls in the long term. Just there's rules to it. You got to make sure you're guaranteeing a nice win or it's dumb. Make sure it's more than the risk-free rate. And then I don't sell puts. I mean, we'll talk about, I think right now, selling puts is not really a good deal right now because the risk-free rate is at 4%. So most plays, you're not getting paid more than that to buy the stock. So you have this volatility. You could wake up with a Donald Trump tweet, a war. Like, you could wake up with anything, and you want to sell. You want to tie your money up for less than 4. I would just go collect the fucking money market, and then go buy 50% more stock if it ever comes down. Call it a day. Pre or after SPAC, I wouldn't buy a SPAC. I heard somebody talk about it the other day, and I was so happy. I heard somebody say it, and they're like, I don't know when. No, they were talking about how maybe one day the newer generation and even the old generation, everyone's gonna realize that like raising money through a SPAC is a low quality method. That wasn't ideal. So yeah, it's really it's not there. Should launch a LT SPAC. I'm not trying to bilk you guys for millions. You're fine. That's all it is, bro. You just have to be a greedy bastard. You know, I feel like I'm pretty greedy, but like not that. Like I don't care that much. You know? But I don't really fuck with Wall Street like that, let alone SPACs. And Bill Spackman. Bro, do you know, I didn't realize it. I knew he made a lot, but it was kind of wild. You know Bill Ackman, his COVID trade was 20 million into 2 billion. I'm kind of pissed I didn't put 20 mil down. I would have been a billionaire. But yeah, that means if we ever try to pull off that trade, we could at least, there's a road to $1 billion through that. But I was shocked because I was like, no fucking way, because we hit that trade better than he did. We just didn't put down 20 million. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So he put down $20 million on those credit default swaps right before everything went crazy, and they paid out $2 billion. He 10x'd it. And so I was like, what? Or no, was it 200 million? No, I think it was $20 million, bro. It was something ridiculous. I'd have to become a recluse. Nah, if I made $1 billion off of like one series of trades, I would go take half of the money I would have to pay in taxes. I would find a way to pull it out in cash, and I would light it on fire in the streets to protest, to prove a point. So, because then they'd take the other half, and then I'd still be in the same place, and then I'd be like, what up? Because if I got it easy, but that's what happens when you get things easy. You'll light it on fire. Wow. Deep. Mm-hmm. And then, bro, I have a question for you guys. Are you ready? How many of you How many of you can feel your pinky toe? So, like, how many of you have, like, full control of your pinky toe? Does anybody in here not have full control of their pinky toe? Barely. You can move it. You do not? Uh-oh. All right, yeah. So you guys, if you can't, you're fucked. You're like me. So I realized, bro, half of my, like, muscle pain is from my pinky toe. You know that? Yeah, you got to start stretching out your pinky toe, bro. So if you can't, like, feel the muscle activating and you can't, like, feel, like, you know, like, you can't control it. If you can't control your pinky toe, yeah, you're fucked. So that means, like, it's like, yeah, it's very specific. Because I've been doing, like, pinky toe day now. You know, never skip pinky toe day. And, like, I'm doing these little, and it helps, though. Because I was like, whoa. Because now I have, like, little, I wasn't able to wiggle it at first. I, like, couldn't feel it. My feet feel fine, but, like, I couldn't feel it. And then I started, like, doing this, and then now I'm like, oh, it's like a world's difference. I never really realized it. Like, I've been living years without my pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. You stretch it. You either, like, you put your big toe down and raise the other ones, and then you, like, move them around. And then you, like, take the toe and you, like, pull it. Then you wrap a resistance band around it and then pull it. And then you, like, fucking roll it out with the ball. Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. The pinky toe. So, yeah. I'm looking down doing pinky workouts, and I got reminded. C-Tor. Why is it bad? Well, what happens, because, like, your shoes, and then if you sit down a lot, and then if you already have bad hip and, like, sit down posture, you just pretty much lose the muscle access, and then your pinky toe, like, rolls in. So then, like, you're not getting the balance, and then your muscles are, like, tightening up from your toe. So you may have, like, hip and lower back pain, and it has nothing to do with your hip or lower back. It's all from, like, the probably years of tension in your pinky toe, because your pinky toe is warped and it's pulling every single muscle down into your body. Does that make sense? I didn't realize it till I realized it. That's why. Like, I did a stretch, and then I felt so good, and it was like my left side of my toe, and I started looking it up, and then I was like, holy shit, and I started doing it, and I'm like, wow, that's what I was looking for. That's crazy. I mean, just work. Oh, well, there's our move. They thought I'd be gone by now. Japan scraps U.S. meeting. Oh, that's not. Be careful. No. That's stupid. They said that in the morning. So Japan said they don't see literally this. So context. Financial Times is saying that. I swear to you, at 4 a.m., Japan said we don't see July 4th as a deadline, or July 6th. So I think it's a reiteration. I honestly think everyone's going to... I don't think it'll have follow-through. If it does come down, it's because the market wants to come down off anything. But I would argue that news is a reiteration. They're adding to it, but I don't think that's, like, fresh. New evacuations of employees at Baghdad embassy. Yeah, there's that one. Operating status at embassy in Baghdad is unchanged. Yeah, Meta's terrible. Meta was up though. A lot of the big tech was doing really good in the morning, and then whoop. All right, boys. I think it's time. I'm gonna give this like 2 more minutes, but you might hit the low. I was telling you, you got that that 159.40 level. I thought you would have hit it by now, but you hasn't. So we will see. Other than that, man, I think I'm gonna have to get going. I'm about to gotta hit this toilet. I gotta charge some shit. I'll be limited in power, but I don't think you're gonna miss too much. At the end of the day, we made it. Cyber Chicle. I would just watch oil, man. I'd watch oil. I'd watch the market, but if you're gonna get anything bigger than even 1%, even 1% would be a big move. But you do have an hour. But if it does go anything beyond that, like beyond like 1.5, I think you would need like a real big development. So I don't think you would. So Chatadonia, I think that's it. We gotta wrap it up, but like, man, I wish, Chad, that we could have a good Friday to hang, but like, I would have just told you how much I love you. You know that? Like, do you see it, bro? For real. Not only how much I love you, but I hope y'all realize the power. And you guys, man, that's it. Remember what I said right before, bro. Stop with this thinking small shit. All right? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Just stop with the think. Like, come on, bro. Who are you? Who is your father? Who are you a child of? You know what I'm saying, bro? So I hope, bro. I really do, man. And just thank you all who actually, bro, I don't know. I think y'all, you on the same frequency, bro. You locked in the same way. You see it, bro, and that's it. And you saw, I hope this gives you confirmation, bro. I hope it gives you confirmation. And for real, bro, all of you who have just held it down over the years, man, like genuinely. And y'all, even in the stuff you didn't understand, bro. Oh, y'all have shown me so much grace. And like just how the Father has shown me grace, bro. And I love it. Hey, I pray to God. I say, wow, his mercy is grace. It's amazing. And you even see it, bro, in the people you interact with on the daily, bro. Because that's what I'm saying, man. Some of y'all just very, very amazing. So I do hope, man, even today, the weekend, all of it, like, go rest, bro. Because I pray for your blessings, bro. And I do know some of y'all, you have already been blessed, but many, many more things. Because remember, bro, that tree, fruit all year round, baby. All year round. So for real, guys, thank you for your time every day, bro. And even then, those of you who have even went above and beyond to fight for everything that we have here and really stand for it, bro. Thank you, bro. And I'm glad that I see people, you guys care about my home how I care about my home. Because remember, nobody gonna care about something. No one gonna care about you more than you, dog. My brothers. Kidding me? Blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family. Chatadonia. I love you all. God bless you. And thank you again, as always, and for everything. Enjoy your weekend, and then we'll see, baby. Let's see what Monday brings. We'll just forget it all and we start on over. But I love you, Chad. Thank you all again, and don't forget why we're here, why we keep going, why you got to witness it, why all of it, baby. It's all of it. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Woo. Chatadonia. Enjoy it, bro. That's it. Go pub stomp some randos for me, okay? because I won't be there. I don't even got a PlayStation. I can't even play anything. I know, bro. I know. And have a good weekend. And you got an hour. If anything happens, we'll see. I should be. Any crazy news, I'll give you an update. JD Vance to deliver remarks in LA. All right, man. Well, I love you, Chad. Have a good one. And peace. Yeah, where are you going, Chad? Where's he going? Huh? Who are you fighting with? To eliminate the Houthis? Come on, Chad, believe. You gotta believe. With dignity. Yep, there he goes with the yelling again. I know, Joey. You believe, Chad. That's all it takes, the tree. Constant. Stay consistent. Have a good weekend. Goodbye. Exactly. I don't even know. I think they said it perfectly. Have a wonderful weekend. I reclaim my time. Goodbye.